Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and I'm so excited for today's video. I want to recreate a look that I saw Angelica Nyquist do on her channel where she used the Slush palette, and I figured since I can't sleep, I might as well do this for a midnight makeup. So definitely go check out Debbie's channel. She is doing this with me tonight, so I'm so excited. And I will link Angelica's channel up here in the cards, and I will also have Debbie's channel linked. And definitely go check out both of them and subscribe to Debbie, let her know I sent you, show her some love. I'm so excited that we're doing this together twice a week, and we're also doing our lipstick challenge right now, so if you don't know what that's about, the information for all of that will be linked down below as well. And go enter because we're having a giveaway and a lipstick challenge, and it's fun. So I just put on these Tarte Sting Zing. I got this as a 100-point perk, I believe, from Sephora, and I just love it. It's my favorite lip plumper. It smells good, it feels good, it's like nourishing on the lips. It does have a little bit of a tingling, burning sensation, but like I've said before, it feels really nourishing. It's like a more of an oil than anything else. It's not sticky at all. So okay, so for Angelica Nyquist's look, she used the Slush palette from September Rose. This is the original Slush palette, and she did this beautiful like green and blue and pink and purple moment, and I just loved it. And I have this palette and I've used it quite a few times on my channel, but I'm always looking for a reason to use my palettes more, and so I just thought it would be fun to recreate one of her looks today. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use the cut crease canvas instead of my MAC paint stick today because I just wanted to use something different. And I like to test palettes with different bases just to see how they're gonna work, because the September Rose Slush palette, even though I love it, I have found that with certain bases I don't like using it. I don't like using it with regular concealer. So this is the cut crease canvas in the white shade, so it's called Halo. So it is from Makeup Revolution. So I'm gonna grab my sponge that I like to blend out my eyeshadow primer with. Oh my gosh, so my theory is correct. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had said that I felt like whenever I do my makeup and I get foundation in my hairline, or when I wipe away my makeup with a makeup wipe, my theory was that I was taking away hair color from my hairline. And proof, my sponge from Juno & Co., my cloud sponge, which I just washed, is stained pink from where I go around my hairline with my foundation and my powder. So I have definitely confirmed that that is the case. So I don't know what to do to fix that, because I know that I could use one of those headbands that kind of frames your face, but then I always feel like I have a foundation line. Bless you, Sophie. Or I feel like I just, I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't, I don't know. I'll test it out. Okay, so I need my brushes. One moment. Sorry about that. I'm actually about to do a hair video, my very first one, not an actual like full official hair video, but I decided that I was going to review the hair products that I got in the VIB sale, and I decided that I was definitely going to go ahead and just kind of review them and show you guys how they work and all that stuff. So if you want to see that, if it's up by now, I will have it linked up here. If not, it'll be coming. But I wanted to do that, and when I decided to do that, what was the point in me telling you that? Oh, I moved the brushes off the counter because there wasn't space for them. So the first shade I'm going into is called Lemon Lime, and this is a very vibrant lime green shade. It is this one right here, and then we're going to go into Cucumber Lime, I believe it is. Yes, Cucumber Lime. So right now we're in Lemon Lime and then Cucumber Lime. I feel like sometimes when I use this palette, I absolutely love it, and other times when I use this palette, I find it a little difficult to work with. So, but I love the palette overall. Like overall, I would put it in with bless you again, Sophie. I would put it in with one of my favorite palettes just because overall I love it. And I would definitely recommend it. I have to admit, even though the second one is beautiful, which if you want anything from September Rose, you can use code BOMBER for 10% off, I believe. Angie from 4F Beauty has a code with them. But anywho, so the second palette from September Rose, it's the Slush 2, and I thought it was going to be so amazing, and it is. It's beautiful, but it's an all matte palette, and I personally love their shimmer formula. I love their matte formula too, but I really love their shimmer formula. And I was really hoping for a palette that was kind of almost exactly like this one, only maybe the reverse. So like the shades that are matte in this one would be shimmer in the other one, and vice versa. But that's not what it is. So now I'm going in with the Cucumber Lime shade, just a little bit lower. And I'm going to link Angelica's channel and her video as well, so that you can see her create the look, because I don't think our looks will be exactly the same. Obviously, we're not the same person. We have different makeup styles, but I just wanted to do it inspired by her look. So, and then she went in with, I'm trying to remember if she went in with, I think she did Sour Apple. I believe she did Sour Apple. Yeah. I believe she did a little bit of Sour Apple. And then I think she went in with the dark blue. So, yeah, I was really hoping for shimmers in the second palette, which is why I have not picked it up. Now, she has another palette called the Brew palette, which is absolutely gorgeous, and it's a neutral palette, so I know, who am I, but I'm going to go in with Blue Curacao, which is the darkest blue in the palette, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that to deepen it up. But yeah, the Brew palette I would purchase before I would purchase the second Slush palette personally, only because, like I said, I just don't feel like I need an all matte rainbow palette anymore. You know, I feel like I have them, but Angie did use it on her channel, and it is stunning. It is a stunning palette. So it depends on the person. Like, if you don't already own a bunch of rainbow palettes, which I do, then it would probably be an amazing palette for you. But it's kind of like the Colored Rain Vivid Pigments palette. I have that one, so that's another reason why I don't feel like I need a second matte, like all matte rainbow palette. But, and I really hope that in the future September Rose comes out with more colorful shimmer palettes. I would buy an all shimmer palette from them, honestly, because they have the most amazing shimmer formula. So you're about to see, because I'm about to use one of their shimmers, and I hope that in the future, I think it would be awesome if like Slush 3 came out and it was all shimmers. I think that would rock, and I would buy it in a heartbeat. But I probably will use Angie's code and purchase the Brew palette, because it is gorgeous. And Angie also has some looks with that palette on her channel, so I will link Angie's channel up here, and you can go check out her videos on all of the September Rose palettes that she has. It was her first code. Her first code was with September Rose, and that is amazing because September Rose really is supportive of like smaller influencers, which I love. So I'm going to go in with the shade Blue Lagoon now, which is this beautiful mermaid shimmer. I love the shade so much, and this is why I wish that they had more shimmers. And just gonna put that all across the lid. This is probably one of my favorite shades in this palette. And when I saw Angelica do her look, I was like, I need to recreate that. Because I was like, I want those shades on my eyes right now. So here we are. So beautiful. I don't know, I just feel like this has so many dimensions. And I learned something new in her video too. Because I've owned the palette for I don't know how long. Probably almost since it was first released. And I had no idea that the light shade at the top, the light bluish shade, because I haven't used all the shades in the palette, I had no clue that that shade is a blue duochrome until she put it on. So now I'm going back into Lemon Lime, and I just want to pop that across the top again because I don't want to lose that beautiful lime shade. Yes. I don't know, this whole color combination of blues and greens just, I just love it so much. Let me know down below what your favorite color combination is. And now I'm going back into Sour Apple, and I'm just going to kind of feather that into that Blue Lagoon shade that I want to call Mermaid. It actually reminds me of the shade, I think it's called Mermaid, from Makeup Geek, only 10 times more shimmery. I don't know, is it called Mermaid? Who knows? Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. And then just a little bit of the blue carousel. And even though these are my favorite shades to work with, for some reason I have never thought to put together this color combination. So I'm gonna go off camera really quick and do my eyeshadow base. I mean, my eyeshadow base, I hope not. My face base, my brows, and I'll be right back to finish up the eyes. Okay, so this is where we bring in more color. So I'm now gonna go into the ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Piggy Bank. It is part of the set they sent over. And it is like a purpley pink. I love it. But I've never used this shade before. But I mean, I love the shade, is what I'm trying to say. I like the color. And it is just as creamy and smooth as the other ones. So that's good. And it broke off just like the other ones. See, that's the one thing that bothers me. And I know that I'm not even rubbing particularly hard when I push this into the waterline. And I know that they're not expensive, but it still bothers me that they break off. I don't know. Does it bother anyone else? I don't even know where that fell to. Okay, so now we're gonna go into, to look at the shades. She went into Sour Cherry, I believe. She either went into Sour Cherry or Cherry Limeade, but, and I always hate to say, you know, that I'm recreating someone's look, because I always feel like if I say that, then it has to be like exactly like their look, and I don't think that will ever happen, because I don't think I could ever replicate someone's look, which is why I prefer using inspired by, just because, you know, like I said, I don't think that I'll ever be able to exactly replicate someone's look, just because everyone has different makeup styles, and just putting something on in a different technique is going to make it look different. I just need to take a little bit of the Sour Apple and touch up that outer corner, because it got a little messed up when I was putting on concealer. I am so sad. So I mean, this is really a first world problem, but you know what I mean. The cloud sponge from Juno & Co, which I love, but I always want to keep it 100 with you guys. So I love this sponge. I love the way it feels. I love the way it feels on my face. I love the way it blends on my foundation. But I just got it not that long ago, and it already has a hole in it. And it bothers me when that happens with sponges. But I find that it happens frequently with the Real Technique sponges too. And they seem to be about the same texture. So I'm pretty sure that, I don't know, there's something to do with that. Okay, so the next shade we're going to go into is Strawberry, this one right here. And she put that in the inner portion of the lower lash line. So we're going to do that. So far, I have to say though, this might be the closest I've come to replicating someone's look. So I might title this Recreating. I don't know. We'll see. I just, you know, you just always think like, there might be that one person that I don't know that stumbles upon this and is like, that doesn't look anything like her look. But we don't care about that, do we? No. Okay, so I'm just putting that in the inner portion. I keep feeling like there's something on my eyeball. Okay, so that is really pretty. That added like kind of just a little lilac-y moment. I actually kind of want to go in, even though she didn't do this, with the shade Grape, because this is my other favorite shimmer in the palette. So that's something I'm going to do a little bit different. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that Grape shade over top of that, just to make it a little bit more purple. And then, yeah, I like that. Okay, on me, I like that. So this is the shade Bubblegum, and this is literally the only shade in the palette that I've never used. And it is a blue duochrome, and I wish I would have known that. So we're going to spray it, and I'm going to pop that in the inner corner. Normally I would do glitter glue and not spray, but I don't really want to use glitter glue just for the inner corner, so just tap it off a little. Oh my, I always spray my mirror. That's beautiful. It's just kind of like a sky blue, silvery, lilac-y duochrome. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really pretty, and I like it with this look. Just like I liked it when I saw it on her. I think I took too much of the shade initially, so I might wrap some of it around. Okay, I think that's good. And then I'm going to use my favorite brush to dust away any fallout, remove powder, kind of meld everything together. I haven't put on highlight yet. I can't decide what highlighter I want to use. I would actually honestly wear this look again. Like I think that this is a look that I would create on a regular basis and, you know, wear to a party or out of the house. I'm just taking a little bit of that onto my eyelids, but that is why I knew I had to recreate it. I'm going to spray my face. This is the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray in Creamsicle, which is in collaboration with Rich Luxe. It's the Busted the House Ice Cream Shack, the second scent, and it really smells like orange creamsicle. It doesn't taste great, but it does smell good. Okay, and then I'm going to go into, so I have two options for highlighters. I could either go really glittery and use my Kat Von D Fetish palette, which I know people are hating on Kat Von D still, but I own some of her stuff and I'm going to use what I own. So, and then I also have the Duo Light highlighter palette from BH Cosmetics, which is just stunning, and I think that's what I'm going to use. So okay, I think I'm gonna go into, you know, I don't think I've ever used Top Secret, which is this really icy, I don't even know how to describe it, shade. These are literally some of the most blinding highlighters I've ever used, and this palette was like $9. So that's beautiful. I always have to like tilt and make sure that I'm really seeing that. This is kind of like an icy lilac-y moment. So I use the Kat Von D palette for my blush, and I'm just not impressed with the blushes that are in this palette. I feel like they're very powdery. This is the palette. And I just feel like the 3 blushes are very powdery. I used the peach one, and I feel like I just don't get the color payoff that I want from it. But I also like a really intense blush. I'm gonna go in with I picked up a lot for the pink one. Maybe I'll like, oh yeah, okay. I like the pink one better. I'm definitely gonna have to blend that out. So something that I've noticed, I thought it was just the mint chocolate chip because it's mint chocolate chip. So I thought it was minty. But something that I've noticed about the Gerard Cosmetics sprays with Rich Luxe is that they both feel very cooling on the face. I don't know if that's how they're supposed to feel, but it's like, and I'm not just talking about when you spray it, it's like, oh, nice and cool. No, I mean like it's actually like mentholated almost. I don't know if I'm having a reaction to it or if that's how it's supposed to be. If you have them, let me know down below, or if you've had the same thing happen with other Gerard Cosmetics sprays, because I have the coconut and the watermelon one, and I don't recall that ever happening with those. So let me know. I think this might be my favorite look I've ever put on my face. I don't want to say created because I didn't come up with this, but I am sure glad that Angelica Nyquist did, because my goodness, this combination is just amazing. I could wear this every single day of my life and not get bored of wearing it. And I don't know if you guys know this about me. I don't know if I've ever said this on my channel, but it is rare that I ever wear the same look twice. So if I wear a look twice, it is definitely a look that I love. It would also be really pretty to take the Divina exploders and put one like a little bit on the lid or in the inner corner, and oh, I feel like I have dog hair, and really make it like, you know, more duochrome-y. I feel like that's another thing. These blushes, I feel like they don't go on evenly. I don't know. I'm not convinced that I love them, but I own the palette now and there's nothing I can do. So I'm just going to take some of my Dewy Set spray, which I love. Again, thank you Kitty J and Debbie, both linked up here. I love you guys so much. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if you think that I did a good job recreating her look. I will try to actually insert a photo here and show you her look if she posted on Instagram. If she did not, there will be no photo here, but there will be a photo. I'm going to say bye and then there will be a photo if she posted a photo. But I love you guys so much. Thank you, Debbie, for doing this with me. You know how much I love you. And please go check out Debbie's channel, see what look she created. I have no idea what makeup she played with today, so I cannot wait to see while you guys are watching this. I will definitely be watching her, and all the information for everything will be linked either in the cards or down below. Love you guys.